Man, hold up. Woo! Man, that's awesome right there. Man, that's my wife, man. Woo! I don't know how I'm going to go after that. But hey, whew. Man, that's so good. Hey, some of y'all got to hear my testimony a few weeks ago, and one of the things that I've been going through my whole life is this inadequate feeling, this feeling of you're not worth it, right? This feeling of sometimes like, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are to try to marry the most beautiful girl in the world? Who do you think you are to try to start a business? Who do you think you are to try to be in ministry with your past? Who do you think you are? And as I was preparing for this message, there's a story in John chapter 8, verse 12. And Jesus, as I'm trying to prepare my message on the light, Jesus makes a declaration, a public declaration. He says, I am the light of the world. For those who believe in me will walk in the light, and those who don't will walk in darkness. And the Pharisees, the religious leaders of the time, pretty much just said, who are you to be claiming this about yourself? Your claims aren't valid. Your claims aren't true. And Jesus said something to me, like when I was trying to find this whole message in the light, and I was like, okay, I'm the light of the world. I'm the light of the world. And then the Pharisees say, oh, no, you're not. And then Jesus says something in verse number 12. He says this. He says, even though I claim this about myself, my claims are true because I know where I come from and I know where I'm going. And man, this is like so powerful to me. This was so powerful because let me tell you something. When you know where you come from and you know where you're going, it doesn't matter what hater steps in your way. It doesn't matter what naysayer steps in your way. You see, Jesus, the Messiah of the world, says, I am the light of the world. And they said, no, you're not. And he said, I know where I come from and I know where I'm going. I don't care what you have to say about me. I have purpose. I have a calling, and it doesn't matter. Matter of fact, you go a little bit before that in John chapter 5, verse 41. And he's doing it again. He's talking to a large crowd. He heals a man on the Sabbath day, on Sunday. You ain't supposed to do that. And then again, Pharisees and the religious leaders, they try to catch him. And Jesus says something powerful in that moment. In John chapter 5, verse 41, in the New Living Translation, he says, your approval means nothing to me. When you know your purpose, when you know your calling, it doesn't matter who says what to you. We want to get you to a place in your journey where you're in your place where you say, hey, do you remember your past? Hey, who do you think you are to be in ministry? Hey, who do you think you are to be that kind of mom? We want to get you in a place to where you say, your approval means nothing to me because I know where I come from and I know where I'm going. And let me just get this straight for a second. Some of y'all heard my testimony. I know what you're probably thinking. Chris, we know where you come from. Mom's a drug addict, dad was a drug addict. That's not what Jesus was saying. He wasn't saying, I know where I come from. I come from a virgin mother and a carpenter dad. No, what he's saying is, I have royal blood flowing through my veins. I come from the Most High God. I know where I come from, and I know where I'm going. I don't know, but who came into this place today that feels like quitting? We sang a song today that said, I'm not going to quit. I don't know who came into this place that feels like giving up on your marriage, or maybe you're trying to change your life, and people are looking at you like, who are you to change your life? I came to tell you that you come from royalty. You come from the Most High God. I come to tell you that you have somewhere to go. You have a calling for your life. Genesis 1, God said, let there be light. And he separated the light from the darkness. And then Jesus comes and says, I am that light. My wife just got done saying, shine the light into that darkness. Let me tell you something. I don't care what kind of darkness you're living in today. Can I just say that? You have a Father, you have a God that is brighter than any darkness, that you can step into his presence and say, God, shine that light on all my darkness. Lord, if you don't know your purpose, can I just say this? Get in the growth track today. We have that just so you can find purpose. And when I mean to say this, I'm in a season of my life right now where I felt like quitting. I'm in a pretty brutal season right now where I feel like quitting. I feel like quitting on a lot of different things. And I was sitting in my bed the other day just trying to prepare for this message, but I couldn't prepare for it because too many distractions were going on. And I just remember just sitting there like, after I catch up, I'm probably going to quit. And then the next thing is like my spirit man just saying, don't quit. Remember where you come from and remember where you're going. I got purpose for you, Chris. And while we said it earlier today, somebody needs you. Somebody far from God needs you. Come on, somebody.